Two suspects have been stoned to death after robbing two girls of their cell phones and belongings at Georgedale, west of Durban. And Mochecha says the recipe for success in all schools includes parental involvement. I'm Bosisiwa Khatebe with the latest news updates. Two suspects have been stoned to death, allegedly by members of the community, after robbing two girls of their cell phones and belongings at Georgedale near Mpumalanga Township, west of Durban. Police spokesperson Vincent Mdunge has yet again asked the public not to take the law into their own hands.
We have since opened a case of common robbery as well as murder against the killing of the two thugs. We strongly condemn the issues of people taking laws into their own hands. Vigilantism is not a way to go this day and age. We are saying to the members of the community, if they happen to apprehend criminals who may have committed serious crimes, hand them over to the police, let them account in a legitimate court of law.
Embattled ANC Youth League President Julius Malema has a number of options left if his appeal against his 5-year suspension fails. Oral arguments will be presented to the ANC's Disciplinary Appeals Committee today. 5 other senior ANC Youth League leaders are also appealing against the suspension. Asanda Montunyane reports.
Their main arguments will be that the disciplinary committee didn't give them a chance to argue in mitigation of their sentences and that some of its members should have recused themselves. Should they lose, Malema and his executive could refer the matter to the ANC's National Executive Committee. They could seek to have the elective conference in Mangaung review the suspensions, or they could go to the courts. Asanda Matsaunyane, SABC News.
2 men from Duncan Village in East London charged with raping 2 Swedish tourists are due to appear in the local magistrate's court for a bail application hearing today. The men earlier chose not to plead on charges of raping 2 Swedish women in the bushes near the popular East London beachfront 10 days ago. They allegedly confronted the women and threatened them with knives. The prosecutor has indicated that the state will oppose the bail application. State prosecutor Tutsirai Mashonga says the men are facing a serious charge and could be a flight risk. And lastly, Basic Education Minister Angie Mochecha says the recipe for success in all schools includes parental involvement, leadership from the principal, good support from the district, and motivated learners. Reviewing the start of the school year, she also called on teachers to improve the quality of teaching in the classroom.
In rural areas, parents are not educated. Dan Brown is in the deep rural of Limpopo. Deep rural. Almost now 10 years in the line, 100%. High quality passes. Those kids go to medical schools, actuarial science. Each time when you go to the school, you're going to find parents there. So the principal as a leader, I think, has been able to mobilize parents to take their responsibility, has been able to mobilize and get teachers committed, but also get their kids focused. I mean, when I visited him, he said he's never even had an incident of teenage pregnancy. If things are functional, everybody just takes themselves seriously.
Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak Option 1.